My Betty be hardy, sir?
Out of here!
My Betty not going to die.
Get out of my sight! Oh my God. God help me. Betty, child, dear child, will you wake? Will you open your eyes? Betty, little one.
Uncle, Susanna Walcott's here from Dr. Griggs.
Oh, let her come, let her come.
Come in, Susanna.
What does the doctor say, child?
He bid me come and tell you, Reverend Sir, that he cannot discover no medicine for it in his books.
Then you must search on.
Aye, sir. He had been searching his books since he left you, sir, but he bid me tell you that you might look to unnatural things for the cause of it.
No. There be no unnatural cause here. Tell him I have sent for Reverend Hale of Beverly, and Mr. Hale will surely confirm this. Let him look to medicine and put off thought of unnatural causes here. There be none.
Aye, sir. He bid me tell you.
Speak nothing of it in the village, Susanna.
Yes, go straight home and speak nothing of unnatural causes.
Aye, sir. I pray for her.
Uncle, the rumor of witchcraft is all about. I think you'd best go down and deny it yourself. The parlor packed with people, sir. I'll sit with her.
And what shall I say to them? That my daughter and my niece I discovered dancing like heathens in the forest?
Uncle, we did dance. Lest you tell them I confessed it, and I'll be whipped if I must be. But they're speaking of witchcraft. Betty's not witched.
I cannot go before the congregation when I know you have not opened with me. What did you do with her in the forest?
We did dance, Uncle, and when you leaped out of the bush so suddenly, Betty was frightened, and she fainted. And that's the whole of it.
Child, sit you down.
I would never hurt Betty. I love her dearly.
Now look, you child, your punishment will come in time. But if you traffic with spirits in the forest, I must know for it. Surely my enemies will, and they will ruin it with me.
But we never conjured spirits.
Then why can she not move herself since midnight? This child is desperate. Abominations were done in the forest.
It just be sport, Uncle.
You call this sport? I saw Tituber waving her arms to the fire when I came to you. She was swaying like a dumb beast over that fire.
She sang her Barbados songs and we danced.
I saw a dress lying on the grass. And I thought I saw someone naked running through the trees!
No one was naked! You mistake yourself, Uncle.
I saw it! Now tell me true, Abigail. Whatever abomination you have done, give me all of it.
There's nothing more. I swear it, Uncle.
I have given you a home, child. I have put clothes upon your back. Now give me upright answer. Your name in the town. It is entirely white, is it not?
Why, I'm sure it is, sir. There be no blush in the village about my name.
Abigail. Is there any other reason for you being discharged from good Proctor's service?
She hates me. She's a cold, bitter, sniveling woman.
She may be, and yet it has troubled me that you are now 7 months out of their house, and in all this time, no other family has called for your service.
They want a slave, not such as I. Do you begrudge my bet, Uncle?
No.
My name is Good in the village. I will not have it spoiled. Goody is a liar!
Why, Goody Putnam, come in.
It is a marvel, surely a stroke of hell upon you. How high did you fly?
No one flew.
Quite sure she did. Mr. Collins saw her going over Ingersoll's barn and come down light as a bird, he says.
Now look here, Mrs. Putnam. No one flew. Good morning, Mr. Putnam.
It is a providence it is out now. It is a providence.
What's out, sir? What?
Why, her eyes are closed. Look, Anne.
Well, that's strange. Ours is open.
Your Ruth is sick?
I'd not call it sick. The devil's touch is heavier than the sick. It's death, you know. It's death driving into them, forked and hooved.
Oh, pray not. Why, how does Ruth ail?
She ails as she must. She never waked this morning, but her eyes open and she walks, and hears not, sees not, and cannot eat. Her soul is taken, surely.
They say you sent for Reverend Hale of Beverly.
A precaution only. He has much experience in all demonic arts, and I...
He has indeed, and found a witch in Beverly last year. Let you remember that.
Now, Goody Ann. They only thought that we're a witch, and I'm certain there be no element of witchcraft here.
No witchcraft? Now look you, Mr. Parrish.
Thomas, I pray you, leap not to witchcraft. We cannot leap to witchcraft. They will howl me out of Salem for such corruption in my house.
Mr. Parrish, I have taken your part in all contention here, I would continue. But I cannot if you hold back in this. There are hurtful, vengeful spirits laying hands on these children.
But Thomas, you cannot.
Anne, tell Mr. Parrish what you have done.
Reverend Parrish, I've laid 7 babies unbaptized in the earth. Believe me, sir, you never saw more hardy babies born.
yet each would wither in my arms the very night of their birth. I have spoke nothing, but my heart has clamored intimations. And now, this year, my Ruth, my only, I see her turning strange. And so I thought to send her to your Tituba.
To Tituba? What made Tituba?
Tituba knows how to speak to the dead, Mr. Paris.
Goody Anne, it is a formidable sin to conjure up the dead.
I take it off my soul, but who else may surely tell us what person murdered my baby?
Woman!
They were murdered, Mr. Paris. Last night, my Ruth were ever so close to their little spirits. I know it, sir. For how else is she struck dumb now except some power of darkness would stop her mouth?
Don't you understand it, sir? There is a witch among us, bound to keep herself in the dark.
Then you were conjuring spirits last night.
Not I, Betty and Ruth.
Oh, Abigail, what proper payment for my charity? I am undone.
Alright, I only thought to see how bad it is.
Why are you here? Why aren't you with Ruth?
Her grandma come. She's improved a little. She gave a powerful sneeze before.
Ah, sign of life.
I fear no more, Goody Putnam. It were a grand sneeze. Another like it will shake her wits together, I'm sure.
Will you leave me now, Putnam? I would like to pray a while. Uncle, you've prayed since midnight. Why do you not go down and...
No. I have no answer for that crowd. I'll wait till Mr. Hale arrives.
If you will, Goody Anne.
Now look you, sir. Strike out against the devil and the village will bless you. Surely you'll pray with them.
I'll lead them in psalm, but let you say nothing of witchcraft yet. I will not discuss it. I have had enough contention since I came, and I want no more.
Mercy, you go home to Ruth? Do you hear?
Hey, Mom.
If she starts to the window, call for me at once. There's a terrible power in her arms today.
How's Ruth sick?
It's weirdish, I know not. She seems to walk like a dead one since last night.
Stop this! Sit up now!
Have you tried beating her? I gave Ruth a good one and waked her for a minute. Here, let me have her.
He'll be coming up. Listen now. If they be questioning us, tell them we guess. I told them that much already.
Hey, and what more?
He knows that you conjured Ruth's sisters to come out of the grave.
And what more?
He saw you naked.
What do we do? The village is out. I just came from the farm. The whole country's talking witchcraft. They be calling us witches, Abby.
She means to tell. I know it.
Abby, we've got to tell. Witchery's a hanging error. We must tell the truth, Abby. You'll be whipped for dancing and other things.
Oh. We'll be whipped?
I never done none of it, Abby. I only looked.
Here, wake up now. It's Abigail. I'll beat you, Betty!
I talked to your papa and told him everything, so there's nothing to.
I want my mama!
Your mama's dead and buried.
I'll fly to mama. Let me fly.
I told your father everything. He knows everything now.
You drank blood out of me. You didn't tell him that.
You never say that again. You will never.
You did! You drank it trying to kill John Proctor's wife. You drank it trying to kill Goody Proctor.
Shut it! Now shut it!
Mama!
All of you. We danced and Tituba conjured Ruth Putnam's dead sisters, and that is all. And mark this, let either of you breathe a word, or the edge of the word about the other things, I will come to you in the black of some terrible night, and I will bring a pointy reckoning that will shudder you. And now you know that I can do it. I saw Indians smash my dear parents' heads on the pillows next to mine, and I've seen some reddish work done at night. And I can make you wish that you have never seen the sun go down. Now, you sit up and stop this.
What's got her? Abby, she's gonna die.
I say shut it, Mary Warren.
Oh, I'm just going home, Mr. Proctor.
Be you foolish, Mary Warren? I bid you for not leaving the house, did I not?
I just come to see the great doings in the world.
I'll show you a great doing on your art one of these days.
I'd be best off. I have my roof to watch. Good morning, Mr. Proctor.
God, I forget how strong you are, Proctor.
What's this mischief here? Oh, she's only gone silly somehow. The town's mumbling witchcraft.
Oh, posh. We were dancing in the woods last night and my uncle leaped in on us. She took fright is all.
You're wicked yet, aren't you?
Give me a word, John. A soft word.
No, Abby. That's done with.
You've come 5 miles to see a silly girl fly? I know you better.
Put it out of mind, Abby.
John, I am waiting for you every night.
Abby, you'll put it out of mind. I'm not be coming for you.
She put me out. You cannot pretend it were you. I saw your face when she put me out. You loved me then and you do now.
Abby, that's a wild thing to say.
A wild thing to say? May say wild things, but not so wild. I think I have seen you. Since she put me out, I have seen you nights.
I've hardly stepped out of my farm for this 7 months.
I have a sense for that heat, John, and yours has drawn me to my window, and I have seen you looking up, burning in your loneliness. Do you tell me you've never looked up at my window?
I may have looked up.
I know you, John, I know you. I cannot sleep for dreaming. I cannot dream, but I wake and walk about the house as though I find you coming through some door.
Child.
How do you call me child?
Abby, I may think of you softly from time to time, but I will cut off my hand before I'll ever reach for you again. Wipe it out of mine. We never touched, Abby.
Aye, but we did.
Aye, but we did not.
Oh, I marvel how such a strong man may let such a sickly wife be.
You'll speak nothing of Elizabeth.
She's blackening my name in the village. She's telling lies about me. She's a cold, sniveling woman. And you bend to her? Let her turn you like a...
Do you look for a whipping?
I look for my John Proctor that took me from my sleep and put knowledge in my heart. You loved me, John Proctor, and whatever sin it is, you love me yet.
Going up to Jesus.
What's he doing? Girl, what ails you? Stop that wailing.
What happened to her? What are you doing to her? Mercy, run and fetch a doctor.
Mark it for a sign. Mark it for a sign. There is hard sickness here, so please to keep the quiet.
I've not said a word. No one here can testify I've said a word. Is she going to fly again? I hear she flies.
Man, be quiet now.
Pray you, someone take these.
Oh, Mr. Hale! It's good to see you again. My, these are heavy.
They must be. They are weighted down with authority.
You know this gentleman, Mr. Thomas Putnam? Putty's good wife, Anne?
Putnam, I did not expect such distinguished company, sir.
Seems not to help us today, Mr. Hale. We need you to come to our home to save our child.
Your child ails too?
She does not eat!
Cannot eat! Do you men have afflicted children?
No. These men are farmers. John Proctor. He don't believe in witches.
I never spoke on witches one way or the other. Will you come, Giles?
No, I think not. I have a few queer questions of my own to ask this fellow.
I've heard you be a sensible man, Mr. Harrell. I'll hope you leave some of it at Salem.
Well, will you come look at my daughter, sir? She's tried to leap out the window we discovered this morning on the high road, waving her arms as if she could fly.
She cannot bear to hear the Lord's name, Mr. Hale. That's a sure sign of witchcraft afloat.
We cannot look to superstition in this. The devil is precise. The marks of his presence are definite as stone.
We will abide by your judgment.
Good then. Now, sir, what were your first warning of this strangeness?
Sir, I discovered her and my niece and 10 or 12 other girls dancing in the forest late last night.
You permit dancing?
No, sir. It was in secret.
Here's all the invisible world, caught, defined, and calculated. In these books, the devil stands stripped of all his brute disguises. Here are all your familiar spirits, your incubi, your succubi, and your witches that go by land, by air, and by sea. Your wizards of the night and of the day. Have no fear now. We shall find him out if he has come among us, and I mean to crush him utterly if he has shown his face.
Betty, dear, can you hear me? I am John Hale, minister of Beverly. I have come to help you, dear. Do you remember my 2 little girls in Beverly?
How can it be the devil? Why would he choose my house to strike? We have all manner of licentious people in the village.
What victory would the devil want to win a soul already bad? It is the best the devil wants, and who is better than the minister?
That's deep, Mr. Pears. Deep. Betty, answer Mr. Hale. Betty!
Does someone afflict you, child? It need not be a woman, mind you, or a man.
Perhaps some bird invisible to others come to you. Perhaps a pig, a mouse, or any beast at all. Is there some figure bids you fly? In the name of the Lord of hosts and his son, get thee to the lower world. Abigail, what sort of dancing were you doing with her in the forest?
Common dancing is all. I think I ought to say that I saw a kettle in the grass where they were dancing.
That one only soup.
What sort of soup was in this kettle?
It was beans and lentils, I think.
I do believe there was some movement in the soup.
That jumped in. We didn't put it in.
What jumped in?
A frog, Abby!
Abigail, it may be your cousin dying. Did you call the devil last night?
I never called him. Tituba! Tituba! She called the devil!
I should like to speak with Tituba.
She made me do it! She made Betty do it!
Abby!
She makes me drink blood!
Blood? I give chicken blood.
Woman, are you listening to these children for the devil?
No, I don't choke with no devil.
Why can she not wake? Are you silencing this child?
No, I love me, Betty.
I don't come back with no devil.
You will confess, or I will take you out and whip you to your death, Tituba!
This woman must be hanged. She must be taken and hanged.
No, don't hang Tituba. I tell him I don't desire to work for him, sir.
The devil?
Then you saw him? Now, Tituba, I know that when we bind ourselves to hell, it is very hard to break it. We are going to help you tear yourself free.
Mr. Reverend, I do believe somebody bewitching these children.
Who? Tituba, you must have no fear to tell us who they are. Do you understand? We will protect you. The devil cannot overcome a minister. You know that, don't you?
Aye, sir. Oh, I do.
Who came to you with the devil? 2, 3, 4? How many?
There was four.
Who?
Their names. Oh, how bid me any times to kill you, Mr. Paris.
Kill me?
He said Mr. Paris must be killed. Mr. Paris no godly man. Mr. Paris mean man and no gentleman. And he bid me rise out of my bed and cut your throat. But I tell him, no, I don't hate that man. I don't want to kill that man. But he answers, you work for me, Tituba, and I make you free. I give you pretty dress to wear and put you way high up in the air and you go fly back to Barbados. And I say, you lie, devil, you lie. And then he come one stormy night to me and he say, look, I have white people belong to me. And if look, and there was Sarah Good.
Sarah Good! I want to open myself. I want the light of God. I want the sweet love of Jesus. I danced for the devil. I saw him. I wrote this book. I go back to Jesus. I kiss his hand. I saw Sarah Good with the devil. I saw Goody Osborne with the devil. I saw British and Bishop with the devil.
I saw Good Jacob with the devil. I saw Goody Hal with the devil.
She speaks. Glory to God. It is broken. She is free.
I saw Martha Bellows with the devil.
I saw Goody Simmer with the devil.
I saw Alice Barry with the devil.
I saw Goody Hawkins with the devil.
I saw Goody Plummer with the devil.
I saw Goody Food with the devil.
Now tell me true, Abigail. Whatever abomination you have done, give me all.
And what more?
He saw you naked.
Abigail, it may be your cousin is dying. Did you call the devil last night?
I never called him. Did you?
Cannot eat. Do you men have afflicted children?
These men are farmers. He don't believe in witches.
You don't believe in
You have to point that way.
Betty, you will never say that again. You will not.
You did. You drank the charm to kill John Prosper's life. Finish my
Meow.
Okay. Oh my god.
World stars! World stars!
Your mama's dead and buried.
Can I eat? Do you men have afflicted children?
Water?
What the hell? What the hell?